A budget speech like no other before. Over the past year, the economy has been hard hit by closures to fight the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic, resulting in a record decline of 51% in GDP and a loss of 2.2 million jobs. The budget deficit has also widened from around 6% of GDP to around 15% currently. At the same time, government borrowing to fund social spending and wage increases for civil servants has risen to more than 80% of GDP, thus putting the country at risk of being downgraded further into junk status by credit rating agencies.
The debt to GDP is a very big challenge for the Finance Minister. The problem is that I think 100% to GDP is probably not on the cards in the next 2 to 3 years. But in year 4 or year 5, it certainly is a very big possibility. But as an emerging market, we are very much a high debt country or high government debt country. And those warning signs are flashing. And like other high debt countries in emerging markets, we are going to go and see downgrades again. We are no longer investment grade, but we could become a high risk grade if we are downgraded about twice more by all the rating agencies. So people are watching the budget with very much interest. And once you become high risk, then really the interest that you start paying becomes astronomical.
Economists are unanimous that as things stand, spending cuts and tax hikes are inevitable.
For the country, it's going to be a tough budget. We've kicked the can very much far down the road, and the can has hit the end of the road. And that means we can't kick it down much further. And sooner or later, we'll either have to increase taxes, which is very, very detrimental to South Africa, or we are going to have to rein in spending. And that's going to hurt a lot of people in the process. For example, civil servants may not get salary increases, or people on social grants might not get increases in line with inflation, or we may have to cancel some projects. Whatever it is, the hard decisions are going to have to start to be made. The can has hit the end of the road.
Mboweni also has to find around 30 billion rand to pay for the country's COVID-19 vaccine rollout program.
If we look at the cost of the vaccines and we, for example, sell one airport in South Africa, that will finance all the vaccines.
A time for tough decisions by the Finance Minister, no doubt. Mbongeni Muchwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.